everybody, welcome back to IP Farms. Well, it's another beautiful day here in North Carolina. Crazy weather strikes again. Today's Saturday, January 22nd. It's about 16 degrees, 8:15 a.m. in the morning. We got another little snow system last night that moved through, gave us about 1.5 inches, 2 inches of snow. Kind of crazy. We've had more snow already this year than we usually do in a couple of years, but down towards the eastern part of the state it was a little bit worse, but very dry snow, no sleet, ice in this system, so very maneuverable and drivable. We're headed up to the farm now. My wife's behind me. She had a hair appointment this morning. She's a little concerned about driving, so I told her I'd let her follow me up the road just to make sure she got to where she was going okay. By the time she gets finished, the roads will be pretty much passable. So if I can, I'll turn the camera around here in a minute and show you what we're dealing with. North Carolina does not do good with the weather, with the snow and whatnot, so we'll see what we can come up with here in a few. Okay, well, we're able to get the wife to her place for her hair appointment there. She's still nervous about driving. She's gonna drive home by herself, but anyway, I thought I'd show you a couple clips of the roads. Like I said, it's nothing major. It's so powdery and dry, it almost blows off the roads. There are a few places that you know, it's packed down and the sun's hit it and it's so cold it is refreezing, but nothing major, nothing at all like we had last weekend. So we're headed up to the farm now. Not sure what I'll get into. My buddy doesn't like the cold. I've said that numerous times, so I wanted to do some more barn repair today, but we may end up being in the office since I've got a lot of those walls up and before we can turn the heater on, I'm not sure. But anyway, we're gonna get ourselves on up there. The little Honda here is doing good. First year in many that I haven't had a four-wheel drive truck on the road. Got the service truck and the other truck, just haven't got the swap over yet, another project, but that's typical my luck. But anyway, little North Carolina snowstorm here, nothing like any of you guys are used to, I know, but it does wreak havoc around here, especially with the people on the roads. They just do not know what to do when they can't see pavement. Bring you back soon. Okay, well, we made it to the farm. My buddy said he'd help me a little bit today. The sun's out, so it's not near as cold. It's a dry cold, so it's not near as bad. But anyway, here's the eave I was talking about. I'm standing in the loft looking out in the goal video, the problem. And if I can show you here, this top beam, sorry the sun might be in your eyes, is pretty much rotten. I mean, it's still got good structure down here, but it's kind of twisted. And these were cut, if you can see that whole thing moving. These were cut and slid down in the beam itself, so with it rotten and tilted, it's got everything loose. And basically, you know, the way the rafters are set up here, that end rafter there and the peak of the barn on the gable end is not supported by anything. I mean, it's got the TP situation and then this cross beam right here, so it's not, you know, massive bad, but it needs to be addressed. It just used to have wood on it, so we're going to try to get everything shored up there and possibly put some of these older pieces of wood, rip a couple pieces to give me some slats. And I've got the aluminum tin that came off the other building down there that we're going to try to tin this eave up, and then it'll drop on down to we'll bring tin down to this level, which is the top of the lean-to, and then I've got to get the what do you call that, flashing in there on that. And I'll pan you around over here right quick. We've got to do the same thing to that end. That is still structurally sound, so we don't have to do any bracing up there, but I need to get all those old boards down that's rotted and get some tin up on that, and then both the eaves of the barn will be situated. So probably going to be a do and bring you back. I'm not sure if we'll get all this done today or not, but I'll probably do this all in one video, show you what we've got done today. I'm kind of making these videos long, and I apologize for that. So we'll make it a little shorter video and see what we can get done. Okay, you probably can't hear me over the heater down there. Somebody's standing in front of the heater, that's all he seems to do. But anyway, I'll show you here in a second what I got, what we came up with here, and putting a few more screws in, and then I'll tell you about it. Got my screws on the wrong side of the pouch again. Got so many different screws I'm using. Okay, again, try not to talk too much. What we did was put a upright beam here. This is about a 2.5 inch beam. It's something that my grandpa had here in the barn. So it's sitting pretty much on the house beam itself. Yeah, there's a couple of places where it's got some bows in it. Joined them together down there where I was just screwing it up. We've got them fastened to the rafters there. So now I think what I'm gonna do is come off of this, add a couple of blocks and come off and fasten it down this way to keep it from rolling. The structure of the beam is still good, it's just the top's rotting out. So I mean, we've still got probably 4 inches of good solid oak beam there, so it's not going anywhere. I just needed something to attach those to. So let me do a little bit more here and I'll bring you back and show what we come up with. Okay, well, we got the short blocks up there. I got a couple more to put in. I don't know how good you can see that. The sun's shining in here. It's dark up here, but running my batteries down on my little impact gun, it's running screws into these house beams. It takes it out of it. But anyway, we got fingering the screen, one more support to put down there, and everything is good and sturdy. I think that'll work. Like I said, it's sitting on the house beam, and then these here, I've got a block behind them. So that's sitting on even more of the house beam, and then those are attached there. So it's bound to be better than it was, and hopefully last my lifetime. So we've got one more centerpiece to put up there, the one that had fallen down. I got to get the ladder up here, get that up and screwed in, get that last block on, and then I think we'll be ready to start putting some tin on. Okay, well, I'm not sure how good you can see, but we were able to get all the old boards off, all the nails out. We're going back up with the purlins for the tin there. And actually I'm using some of the old boards that came out of the floor of the farm office / tack room. There were a few that were still in decent shape, so we're using those. And the beam support up there I put in earlier in the clips, that was some Grandpa had here, so I'm pretty tickled about that. We're reclaiming some of the wood here on this reclaim. So I'm not sure if we'll get the tin up today, but I'll bring you back for it if we do and show you what the end result looks like. Keep your fingers crossed. Well, we sure did make a mess in here, didn't we? All right, I'll take you outside and show you what it looks like. We didn't get finished like I was saying earlier, but I believe I'll put all this on one video. So let's go outside and look at it. All right, well, again, don't laugh. It's not perfect by any means, but it sure is better than it was. I got all the perimeter built, the purlins there. Like I was telling you, we used the floorboards out of the office, which in turn strengthened up the uprights, and being attached to the rafters there, give them a little bit extra support like it used to be. They're good oak boards, so don't pay attention to the tin on the bottom of the screen there. I just folded some old stuff I had down for flashing, save a little bit of money. And I'll run the aluminum tin all the way down to the bottom there. So I probably won't put the rest of this on a video. We'll just get a couple clips of it on something else. But we'll get situated and we'll call this on the video. Okay, everybody, we're gonna wrap this one up and call it good on the gable end here on the barn. Emergency repair. Everything's shored up. I don't think it's going anywhere. Definitely a lot better than it was. Not going to say it was like it was originally, but I feel good about it. Was tickled that we got to use all the lumber in that repair. Came from the farm here, stuff my grandpa had, the floorboards that came out of the office floor here, and I know that strengthened up the A-frame up there, getting those, you know, something besides just 1x4s. Those are good oak boards. Most of them are 8.5, 9 inches wide by about 1.25 inches and something thick. So tickled about that. Didn't get a whole lot of footage today. My buddy was here, you know, a lot of doing and bringing you back, and a whole lot of me babbling. I'm trying to make the videos just a little bit shorter. I had gotten kind of long-winded in the last several in the office and whatnot. So once I film and 2 or 3 days go by and I film some more, I forget how much footage I have, and if I take some of it out, it doesn't make sense what I'm talking about. But anyway, hope y'all enjoyed it. We'll get back on the farm office here probably this coming week. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to take next Saturday off, so I'm not sure what the next step is, but we've got to do the other end of the barn. But it's not near as bad. It doesn't need anything structurally other than the old batter boards taken down and, you know, getting the purlins up, put some tin on it. We get those two finished up. We got the front finished. Then it's back to the back here on the lean-to, so we're getting there. I mean, I got my fingers crossed. You know, you never know. We might get back down the fields as springtime gets here and have all these buildings wrapped up. So anyway, thank you all for watching. Please consider subscribing if you hadn't already. Hit the thumbs up button if you like what you see. It does help the channel out quite a bit. Thumbs down, I understand. It's not for everybody. share the videos, get them out there. Might be somebody else interested in a little bit of this. You know, just trying to preserve the heritage and the history and the legacy here of the farm that's been in my family for hundreds of years. So every little step counts, and everything we get to accomplish sure means the world to me. So till next time, thank you.